All news, all the time, for all eternity. Forget reviews, those aren't news. We're gonna give you some news that you can use to tell people about the news. So get ready for news.
All news edition.
All the time.
Bonus features, episode 27.
Welcome to episode 27 of Bonus Features with Alex and Robert. I'm Alex.
And I'm Robert.
And we've been off for quite a while, but we're back again. And this time we've got an all-news edition, because there's a lot of shit we gotta catch up on.
A lot of stuff slipped by.
Yeah, and we just, I don't know. I saw Hellfest. It was pretty good, but
There's your review.
Yeah, there's your review. Like, it's pretty good. I just didn't feel like talking about it in length.
Jury's out on Venom, which we'll have next week. Jury's not really out. It's probably going to suck.
Yeah.
But we'll have a review for it.
We'll tell you if it's the right kind of suck.
Yes.
If it's like, Batman and Robin suck, or like a Hellraiser 4 suck.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was no bueno. Bloodlines was no good.
Yeesh. That's the one with Henry Cavill, right?
No, dude, that was 8.
Oh,
that was Hell World. I don't know, man.
Is that one also really bad?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I think Hell World is ever so slightly better.
Here's a question. Are there more Hellraiser sequels? Are there more Hellraiser movies that suck, or are there more that aren't that bad?
There's definitely more that suck, because I think 1 through 3 are the only good ones.
That's unfortunate.
Sure, it sure is, Billy. It sure is. Anyway, before we get started, we will do one thing we normally do, which is our 2-minute pointless interlude of sports.
How about not?
Okay, yeah. So
Well, some of it.
Yeah, the Cubs kind of ate it.
Yeah.
2 games in a row.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, whatever.
As someone who was 10 years old in 2003, the PTSD was strong.
Well, whatever, man. I think
it's the best thing for them. They have now they can't put off the offense problem. They have to address it in off season. And to Milwaukee, I'm so glad, all the Milwaukeeans, I'm so glad you're proud, and I'm glad that your baseball team that you just discovered is going to the NLDS and currently is winning the NLDS. So good luck to you, Milwaukee. You're still the stepbrother of the NL Central. You're our second worst enemy. We still hate the Cardinals more, but you're getting there. Okay. As a Cub fan, you're getting close.
So you heard it right from the source. No salt from Robert. None at all.
For real though, I mean, if this were the Cards, it'd be way, way worse.
Right.
So it's not so bad. Good luck to you guys.
It's not so bad. It's not so bad. That was my rendition of a few bars of Dido's Thank You. Yeah. Anyway, couldn't help it. But what's up with these Bears doing so good?
Yeah, what's going on? We've had a few wins since we last talked.
I'm seriously confused. I'm glad. Again, I like being wrong when it's a pleasant surprise.
I will agree. I mean, those first 3 games. Mitch he looked pretty anemic, and I was withholding my judgment. And dear God, he put up a performance the other day was historical.
I can't even remember who we're playing, just because all I remember is we're just kicking everyone's ass.
Playing some
Tampa Bay. That's right. No, it was.
They were okay.
It was Cardinals was a close one. Mm-hmm. Seahawks was also a close one.
They were all close. This one was not close.
Tampa Bay, no, it was not close at all. The Bears were who we thought they were.
They sure were. Jesus.
From,
back in the day.
Yeah.
Good old Denny Green.
I got 2 words.
What's that?
Mac Attack.
The Mac Attack, man.
Holy shit, that guy is so for real.
I think he's honestly, and it's too early to tell. We're only a quarter of the way through the season. Yeah. I think he's seriously in the MVP conversation. Because this is a sub 500 team last year. And their defense is playing this is the top 3 best defense, defenses in the game.
Normally, I would say, that's crazy talk, because you can't pull an ESPN and be like, the Bills beat the 3 worst teams in the league. They're 3-0. They're clearly going to be the Super Bowl favorite.
Right.
But in this case, at least for the Mac attack alone,
Yeah.
for Khalil Mack, he is definitely looking like that candidate because he has had like more than you could expect out of one player
Yes.
in a game. He's done that every game.
The defensive turnovers are up.
Yeah.
It's very Lovey-esque,
Yeah.
dare I say. It's a good time to be a Bears fan with your fucking team at number 1 in the NFC North.
It really is. Also, I just want to say, man, Tariq Cohen,
Yeah.
he's looking awfully good.
I like that guy, man. As soon as I drafted him, I saw that video of him doing the backflip and catching the 2 balls in his hand.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't know how that's going to transfer on the field, but good. Let's see where this goes.
He's making some catches.
He sure is.
That's what I'm saying. He's
doing real good.
versatile.
Oh yeah,
I really like what I'm seeing out of Tariq Cohen.
he's scrappy, man.
He is-
He scares the crap out of me because he's super small and he's just like getting shelved sometimes, like getting smacked around. I'm like, be careful, man.
Hey, man, Jordan Howard
Yes.
also doing well.
He also is. Oh man, there's a lot of guys in that offense too. Dare I say, wide receivers and offensive options like
Yeah, there's guys-
Taylor Gabriel, Trey Burton.
Is that guy number 80?
Yeah, number 80. He's really good, man.
Am I an idiot? Is he a tight end?
Yes. Yeah, he's a tight end. Well, he's playing in place of what's his name? Our boy who got injured
Who's that?
last year.
I don't know, man.
Zach Miller. Remember he
Oh,
had that
yeah.
career-ending, well, almost career-ending injury.
Yeah.
He's coming back, he says.
But yeah, what the hell is Jesus Christ? I'm blanking out. Number 80. That guy's been making some catches.
Yes.
some key catches.
Mr. Burton. He's
Yeah.
doing great. We've had, what's his name? We just been Taylor Gabriel. I mean, there's been a lot
Was
of.
it what, number? I'm so dumb. I can't. I'm still learning the guys because.
There are a lot of new people.
Well, it's also I barely watched last year, or if I was watching, I wasn't really watching.
Same. It was
Yeah.
like, all right, we're down by 3 touchdowns. I'm done.
Bellamy's one of them.
Yeah. Bellamy, Hot Hands Bellamy, as Dan Hampton calls him.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. He's redeemed himself.
Yeah.
He's making some key catches, and
That's what I'm saying. It looks like we're turning it around. I don't want to speak too soon.
no. But we
I'm-
got to buy. We're 3-1 going into the bye.
And then we play the Dolphins.
We sure do.
Let's keep the conquest of warm weather teams. Let's keep that going.
Let's do it.
Speaking of conquest and warfare, the one event to rule them all.
Uh-oh, it's coming up this weekend.
Well, it's tomorrow, or by the time this comes out,
We'll have already know what happened.
we'll have already know what happened. Knew what happened.
Yeah.
Happened.
Yeah.
Conor Khabib.
It's going to happen.
It's going to be a hell of a fight.
We hope. If you're listening to this, you already know the answer.
Yeah, if you already know the answer, you're like, boy, was it ever? Or you're like, no, it sucked.
Idiot.
Dumbass.
You didn't know.
Who else is on that card?
Oh, God. I
Look, isn't Tony Ferguson?
I know he is. Who's he facing?
Pettis, I think.
Okay.
That's a big fight.
This is...
Is it?
Yeah. Pettis.
Who
What's
else
his
we
name?
got?
Dominic Reyes versus... I can never get the guy's name. Vince St. Preux.
Over St. Preux?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right fight.
Yeah, and then we got Derek Lewis, Alexander Volkov,
Ooh, I like that one.
and then the Michelle Watterson, Felice Herrig.
Okay, I haven't seen her fight in a while.
So it's not bad. The
Michelle
co-main will be
Watterson.
okay.
I think the co-main will be really good.
Yeah. Some of these others, who knows?
Just Tony Ferguson, please stop with the, like, whatever you're doing with all these, like, metal chairs and balancing.
Yeah.
Just please, careful, man. But I think that'll be a hell of a fight. And even if the main event turns out to be, like, a bummer and Conor just, like, smashes him, you know, in, like, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Which I really doubt is going to happen.
That would be a wild turn of events.
I mean, it's not impossible. I'm just saying he is a bigger opponent than most of the dudes he's fought.
I remember...
But you know what the other thing I keep thinking people are sort of not taking into account?
What's that?
Counter striking's probably only gotten better
Since-
from training boxing.
For Mayweather, yeah.
Yeah, he fought Mayweather, for
He
Christ's
fought
sakes.
the boxer,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, no, that's interesting. They probably know how to take a punch better now.
Yeah, that's true.
Though punching is not.
Well, let me tell you
Khabib's
this. What's his name? Khabib, like, his stand-up is, like, compared to... Well, you're comparing it to...
Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, I guarantee you Floyd Mayweather punches harder.
I would guess. That's probably a safe bet.
From the standing position. Mm-hmm. On the ground's a different...
Yeah.
Because he just lets gravity do the work when he
Right.
just... Oh, God, he wrecks people.
Right.
When he gets them down.
Oh, man.
Like the Edson Barboza one, I'm like, please, stop. Mm-hmm. Help.
Yeah.
Murder. Police.
Help. Please.
Murder.
Stop. Don't come back.
Edson Barboza is a tough motherfucker.
Yes.
Had one of the best wheel kick knockouts I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
Best one ever, though, is definitely Uriah Hall on The Ultimate Fighter.
yes. Well, we're going to have to see.
Yeah.
But
So that's going to be exciting. I'm very happy that I'm going to go watch that fight.
where are you seeing it at?
I'm going to go see it at the Trophy Room.
Oh.
Shout out to the Trophy Room in River North.
They got good food there.
Yeah, you got good food, and we're advertising them.
You're welcome, Trophy Room, even though you didn't ask.
So, that's sports. Holy shit, we talked for way too long.
This
All
has
right.
been a lot of sports happenings.
Yeah, again, we got to catch you up on the sports, the news, the weather.
All sports,
all the time.
Pretty much.
For all eternity.
Exactly.
Football, basketball, everything except golf. Because golf is boring. Anyway, so now let's get to the news. Fucking A. All right, this is... Okay, we got a bunch of speed round stories. Here's our not so speed round stories that we might turn into speed round. Anyway, we start off the news with the Dark Phoenix trailer.
Yes. It's long awaited. It's been much delayed.
Yeah, it's been delayed. Oh, first of all, it's been delayed again.
Yes.
It's coming out June 7th. Yes.
Of next year.
And a little update just about the characters and stuff. Jessica Chastain's character is not Lilandra. And then they said, she's not Mastermind. And I thought, wait, people thought she was Mastermind? So apparently she's not Mastermind either. Yay, comics.
Yeah, I guess she's gonna be a composite character, it seems.
Which I'm not really a big fan of at all.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever. Trailer thoughts. What would you think?
I wasn't really blown away by it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. I'm trying to think of the last trailer I saw for an X-Men related property that really blew me the fuck away. I think Days of Future Past may have been the one where I was like, holy shit, you know, because it was so many different things. Like you had the First Class verse colliding with the Bryan Singer verse. And it was just a well put together trailer. This, I don't know. It just looks okay. Like it doesn't look great.
I know what you mean. It was definitely lacking the some sort of singular wow factor.
Yeah, there's no holy shit.
Yeah,
Magneto's lifting the White House thing. Wow, that scene.
Or just Sentinels in general.
Yeah.
Or even though I didn't think Apocalypse was that great.
Holy shit, Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, even though he looked a little goofy, but Psylocke, it's just she looked like she just jumped right off the comic,
right?
Which was kind of awesome.
Yeah, there's not a lot of $10 movie moments in this.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I thought it was a pretty dull trailer.
Yeah, I'm not
trying.
that.
I'm not trying to hate, but I guess I am because
it's very stoic.
It was just not. There's nothing in this that really had me excited. On top of the fact that I was already skeptical from the beginning because we've done Dark Phoenix now. This will be technically the second time.
Yep.
Because we did Last Stand, and that didn't turn out so well because they were kind of
not at all following the comics.
Well, and it's not that you have to, but it's like if you're gonna do this again, why not have some of the elements that were there the first time, like the Hellfire Club? Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing,
right? Well, we had that, didn't we? In First Class, or was that not Hellfire Club?
No, or shit. Yes, that was in First Class, but that's what I'm saying
then you have no excuse to not bring it back. So you already set it up. Where's Kevin Bacon?
Oh, I guess that's a good point.
I don't know. I agree with you.
I don't know. It's just that I don't feel like there was. It felt very surprisingly uncomic bookish. And I know that not all the X-Men movies do. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is there was a level of intrigue in them where if they weren't very... like 1 and 2, there's enough like intrigue just about like the whole mutant thing.
Right.
And Stryker and Wolverine's like trying to learn where the hell he came from.
Yeah, Weapon X.
This just doesn't look like it's really feeding off of anything that they've set up where you really care. And
yeah.
It's like Hank and Mystique, and I'm like, I don't give a shit, really.
Mm-hmm. Is part of that, well, we kind of talked about it already, but I was going to say, is part of that sort of disinterest, is that based on the fact that this is sort of a retread in ways? You know?
I mean, well, see, that was what I'm saying is you've already got something, at least in my eyes, that's working against you. Mm-hmm. So you really have to have an extremely fresh take on this, or have some really good ideas, or just a really good excuse to revisit this. And from what I'm seeing, and again, it is a first trailer, but I'm just not seeing much here.
Yeah, and I'll say this too. Did we not get a lot of Phoenix in this, or am I losing it?
No, you're totally right.
We see a little bit at the end where, like, a little bit of fire.
It's the focus of the movie, and when has a trailer ever done that this year? Yeah. Had the focus of the movie barely in it at all whatsoever?
What madness is this?
Yeah, it's almost like you'd have to be poisoned by some sort of venom to think crazy thoughts like that.
Oh, God.
I don't know, though. It's just, you don't get a lot of action shots, really. That's another thing.
No.
Like, at least in the Apocalypse trailer. And I looked up the first one, Mm-hmm. You get some,
in that you had
some of the fight scenes, some shit going on.
And again, I think the point that we're making is, like, with those trailers, you had the novelty of, like, oh, this is the Apocalypse arc, got it. Or this is the Days of Future Past arc, got it. This is like, oh, this is Phoenix again. Yeah. So you're like, okay, what's it going to do differently?
And there's just so many arcs and locations they haven't really utilized in an interesting way.
Here's a real question.
Mojo World.
That's what I was going to fucking ask. I was going to say, when we get our Mojo World movie?
Yeah, I read your mind. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
It should be directed.
When are we going to get our 1990s styled adaptation of Executioner's Song? I know I'm maybe the only person who like loves those comics that much, but I would love that. Mutant Genesis of some kind.
Yeah.
Omega Red.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's get some Omega Red, because I know he was technically in Last Stand. Technically.
Yeah.
But not really.
And he was like technically supposed to be in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Well, and then, let's see. What the hell was I going to say? Are they going to use Genosha in this?
I don't think they are.
Because there's a little thing there's a little shot of space travel.
I don't know. Are we going into Shi'ar?
See, that's kind
territory?
of... Well, that's what I thought. Jessica Chastain was going to be Lilandra.
Mm-hmm. But I guess not.
I guess not.
I've heard rumors about Skrulls. Maybe we'll have 2 2019 films about Skrulls from different studios.
No, that's absolutely not true.
Yeah, I don't
give a shit if someone was reporting that, says they have a good source.
No, there should only be one Skrull movie.
Yeah.
And it should involve Brie Larson decking them when they look like grannies.
That's right. I don't know. I'm just extremely underwhelmed by this trailer, if I'm just being honest.
I'm skeptical, and I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this. I'm like, we're doing this again. Like, Magneto's in hiding. He doesn't want anything to do with mutants anymore. Oh no, he has to come out of hiding. He's opening the fucking briefcase with the helmet in it. I'm like, is that a reused shot from fucking Apocalypse? Like, or am I just losing my shit? Because it feels like the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. You have to come out.
I kind of feel like I hope this is the last one.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Before what? A reboot?
Well, it seems like that's only inevitable.
I think it might be.
And I mean, you know the way Disney's been operating. Like, when you think that, no, this Spider-Man, it's all bullshit, it's not happening. Mm-hmm. And then it does, and it's like, oh, well, I'll be a son of a bitch. There he is, right there in Civil War, talking to Captain America.
It's so crazy.
So, I would say I wasn't super looking forward to this before. I would like it to be great, and I'll check it out, but
I'll be there.
yeah,
I'll see it.
I'm
just not a lot of high hopes.
yeah, and I guess a lot of the things I was kind of worried about seem, at least the way it seems in the trailer, a lot of those things are still concerns.
Yes, agreed.
So I guess there's that. I guess there's one other. While on the subject of Foxmen, so there's this thing that you heard about this, the Deadpool 2, where they're recutting Deadpool 2, and they're adding. I guess it's like bookends, sort of.
Yeah.
Because they're parodying what's done in Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fred Savage is in it, in fact.
Yeah. So it's like Deadpool is reading a story to him, and it's going to be Deadpool 2.
Yeah, but PG-13.
Yeah, so like not as like good, I guess.
I mean, I'm sure I'm sure they'll write around certain elements using comedic beats. Like, we can't show this in this fucking thing, shit like that.
This idea just pisses me off because it's just such a cash grab.
I feel you there. It definitely is. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to see it,
That's what's so dumb. It's like, what I can't stand is the way that they're trying to make it sound is that it's going to be a whole new movie.
It's really not.
It's not at all, really.
How many people do you think will walk into this movie based on that premise, thinking it's a different movie, and actually come out a little disappointed?
I think, like the guy that we were always doing, the 50-year-old...
The 50-year-old dad?
50-year-old confused dad?
What the heck? We just got a Deadpool movie. What the hell?
I thought we already had this with the Domino's, the girl from the pizza place. What the fuck is this?
Exactly. It's like... it's Christmas-ish?
Yeah, I think that's what... He's like wearing the Santa hat while he's reading to...
Fred Savage in bed.
Savage. Yeah, I don't fucking get this, man.
Here's my question. How do they keep this secret? Is this directed by David Leitch?
I don't know. I'm just saying I think that's kind of ridiculous.
It's a little goofy, that's for sure.
I'm just saying it's time for the X-Men to just like... Aside from Deadpool, because he's still making money, it's time to like wrap it up somehow.
And you killed Wolverine already. That's really one of the only characters in that universe that I trust with a solo flick.
I mean, I think that's part of the problem. A lot of people say is they spent almost too much time with him. Mm-hmm.
And how many movies was he in? 8?
A lot of them.
7?
Well, he was in... Which the hell one does he have the cameo at the Weapon X place?
Oh, Apocalypse, right?
Is it Apocalypse?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the one, right?
I don't know.
It was a good scene, though. Whatever movie it's in.
Yeah, whichever one that is. That was... Wait, yeah, it was Apocalypse because he was
the main character.
Main character in
Days of Future Past, yeah.
Duh, God, we're such dumbasses. Anyway, I kind of agree. Like, they have, like, the new the second wave of X-Men characters. You got Mystique, who I just don't fucking care for this rendition. Mm-hmm. And I've said, like, she sucks in this role.
No Romaine. She's no Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah. But, like, so she sucks. But then you got Magneto and Charles, who were already focuses from the first one. Mm-hmm. And then you've got, like, basically those are the 3 that, like, really have mattered.
Yeah.
Out of the new ones. Like, I don't really care about the new Cyclops, Nightcrawler, or any of those people, really.
Mm-hmm. If it wasn't done by Fox, I think a Nightcrawler solo flick would be neat.
I don't know. It's like he's got a lot of cool solo comics. I just don't think it...
Not for Fox.
No, I just don't think he could necessarily warrant a movie. Yeah. A whole movie.
What if it was like a heist? Where he's got to like...
All right, Nightcrawler.
Take 5 seconds.
Yeah. Whoosh, whoosh. I got it. The end.
The end.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just don't care about any of these new characters, really. I don't know. It's just...
Aren't they supposed to be making a Shadow Cat movie, too? Some weird shit.
Shut the hell up. That's the other thing. They're like, we're making a multiple man movie.
Oh my god, yeah, with James Franco or whatever. It's like, no, you aren't.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
You guys can eat a bag of shit.
That was also pre-Marvel or pre-Disney acquisition. So I bet Disney's looking at that right now and considering whether or not to piss on it.
Are there any updates on the merger? It's for sure happening basically at this point.
Yeah, it was. Well, we know it was cleared by the government.
Yeah, because I've been hearing crazy shit about it. Like they're trying to speed it up to make it go through faster or something.
Jeez.
Either way,
Makes you think, what's in the plans?
I don't mean to hate too hard, but I think there's definitely a few, I would say most of the X-Men movies I've at least liked.
Same. The only ones I've really
It's-
had problems with
yeah.
are like Origins and Last Stand. And even Last Stand is like, it's okay.
It's shitty, but I like it just because I'm kind of like, I just hopelessly like those. Mm-hmm. Like 1 and 2. 1, 2, Days of Future Past are definitely my favorites.
Right.
And First Class also is really good.
Yeah, that's true. Shit.
But, and then there's like a couple in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like, and Deadpool is pretty good.
Deadpool's good. First Deadpool is excellent. Much better than 2.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I think Deadpool 2 is not so great.
It's lightning striking once.
Yeah, that's really what it is. I don't know. I think it's sort of time to wrap up that chapter of X-Men. Mm-hmm. I mean, fuck it. Give it another go. Especially because there's so many X-Men characters and stories that if you reboot it with something completely new, Mojo World,
Yeah.
Savage Land,
Ooh.
or as I said, the greatest comic of all time, Mutant Genesis. Or just like Psylocke's, or like when she becomes the Psylocke that people know. Because like her first,
Psylocke solo flick would be neat.
I would watch the shit out of that. It's like involve the hand somehow, like the ninjas.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
That'd be pretty cool.
The future remains uncertain.
Mutant Massacre.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
another storyline you could do. What the hell is the one after Mutant Massacre?
I have no clue.
I can't fucking remember.
My X-Men arcs are fuzzy.
I can't remember. Yeah, but there's a lot of cool arcs they could do, should do, and haven't done. So I would say it's time to wrap it up after this one. It sounds like that's more than likely the plan.
I agree. I think that's definitely in the cards.
Oh, sorry. It's Fall of the Mutants.
Oh,
That's
right.
the one. But again, there's so goddamn many. A legit Silver Samurai, now a bullshit robot one.
Oh.
Sorry, I could just go on all day about what they should do for X-Men. So I guess that's it. Oh yeah, there's also something about Gambit. Who gives a shit? It's not happening.
The movie was supposed to come out like 3 or 4 times over already.
Yeah, and we like to use our energy talking about movies that won't happen. We pretty much allocate all of that energy to Silver and Black.
Yes. Sorry, Gambit.
Yeah, sorry, Gambit. Silver and Black was there first.
You're sitting bitch today.
Yeah, take a hike.
Yeah.
All right, so that does it for Dark Phoenix. Take us away.
All right, moving on. Sony is launching a PlayStation Classic game console this December, loaded with 20 games for only $99.99. I know you, as a PlayStation gamer growing up, I think you're pretty excited about this, especially with the game that's included. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, why don't you tell the folks playing at home what games are said to be included?
That includes Final Fantasy VII, Tekken 3, Ridge Racer Type 4, Wild Arms. I mean, there's fucking a lot. There's 20 of them.
Is that all the ones that they listed?
Those are the ones that this article has listed.
All right, fine. That's
Jumping Flash.
All right.
But yeah, there's a lot. I'd imagine the Crash games are there.
They would have to have some sort of Crash games.
Yes.
Spyro.
In fact, while you vent your excitement, I will look up the exact list.
Yeah, I gotta say, I obviously grew up on that good old PlayStation, and I felt a little weird because everyone else had N64 or both. But you know, I have a bias to talk about or to at least talk up PlayStation as the best system.
No, I feel you.
Very large game library, number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, good variety of games.
Yes.
You had your shooters, your fighters, your action adventure. There's just, God, there's so many. I was a big, well, I guess these were arcade games, but all the Capcom versus, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter vs. X-Men, all those Capcom fighters, they always release those on PlayStation. And I don't think they did release any of those on N64.
Not all of them. I know there were some that had crossover, like, wasn't the Gex game?
Gex, I think, was on everything. Well, Croc, was that just PlayStation?
I think that was just PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, that was also a computer game, too.
Right. So those 5 games I mentioned, Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Ridge Racer, Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms. Those are the 5. Those are the only 5 that Sony's confirmed.
Of course, I already own Tekken 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, how could you not?
Yeah, dude, Tekken is, like, my fucking favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Like, like, the 3 best fighting games, to me, it's obvious.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon?
No,
2?
No, I'm just saying the 3 best series.
Oh,
Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Ooh.
You got some other good ones there.
No love for
like,
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur is a close 4th.
I like Soul Calibur.
Virtua Fighter, a close 5th.
Not bad. Yeah.
And I don't know if you could really call Clay Fighter like a fighter.
Clay Fighter.
Okay, I think that's like a separate category. If you're doing comedic fighters,
Yeah.
you gotta include Smash.
Yeah.
It'd be Smash, Clay Fighter, and Pocket Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the stubby little versions of Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Jesus. And they did funny shit like pulling out like wrestling chairs and stuff.
Yeah, I remember
that.
that.
Oh, that was the fucking best.
God, that was a while ago. Or, I mean, obviously a while ago, but that's a deep cut.
Man, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many good PlayStation games. Twisted Metal.
Oh, God, that's got to be on there, too. Only 20? Sony? Come on. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get all of them.
That's the thing is, honestly, for that price and for having Final Fantasy VII, which is a very long game, as I recall, is double disc. That's a hell of a deal, and I'm definitely thinking about buying this.
I would,
unless the N64 has like, oh whoops, well that's next story.
You spoiled part 2. Well,
yeah, whatever. But unless that has like ridiculous lineup of games, I don't already. See, that's the thing is there's a good chance I have some of the PlayStation 1 games because the classics I already own. I got your Spyro, Crash, Tekken, and a couple others. Let me check what I got.
Well, the 15 other games that PlayStation, or rather Sony, has in store for the PlayStation Classic, those might be pretty enigmatic, but it's not as enigmatic as the part 2 of this story, which is on the Nintendo front.
Dude, hold up, though.
What's that?
I got some Bubsy here.
Oh, that's a great game.
Tekken 3, obviously.
Space Jam.
Crash 2, 3, and Racing. That's
Nice.
weird. I hope they have Crash 1 for sure.
Oh, they have to.
Well, I don't have that, so you throw in Crash 1, you have yourselves a sale, Sony. Spider-Man.
That's a classic.
Ooh, if they just randomly had Spider-Man 2, which would just only be convenient for some people, man, that'd be great.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on to part 2. So, Nintendo has allegedly filed a trademark for a Nintendo 64 classic. So, we have no idea about any of what's going to be on this or what it's going to be or when or anything. But, I mean, just like PlayStation.
I forgot one more.
What's that?
NHL Face-Off 96 in the long box.
Oh, man. You got the long box over there?
I got 2 long boxes only.
What's the other one?
Starblade, which apparently is super hard to find.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. I had one other long box. It was Hardball. It was the baseball game. Holy shit, was that the hardest fucking game ever? I remember I used to have like, as the gamer friends on the interwebs call it, I would rage quit that shit quite often.
Oh, rage quitting.
Man, oh man, did that shit get me pissed.
Well, it's nostalgia season, that's for sure.
Especially with Christmas coming up, a couple months from now.
PlayStation Classic on the horizon, Nintendo 64
Likely.
Classic possibly on the horizon, likely on the horizon.
And if they see, I'm gonna have hard decisions to make if they include Clay Fighter, which I know they won't.
Oh man, that would be a deep, deep cut.
Shit, if they did,
it's one of the rarest games.
Is it
for the N64?
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
If it is, I wouldn't doubt it.
Clay Fighter 63 and a third, yeah.
I thought 63 and a third, is that? Yeah.
For the N64.
Holy shit, that was the best game.
Super rare.
Was it for anything else?
I think it was, just for N64.
That game was the fucking best.
Gosh. Yeah, man.
But, so that's what, this is kind of crazy I understand nostalgia is just a big thing right now.
It's selling.
But it's really crazy, like with games, how much of it there is.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can get a lot of old games on Steam and stuff. Mm-hmm. They're remastering old games.
Yeah.
Which I have mixed opinions about, like...
Crash and...
Well, see, to me, fuck that. Mm-hmm. Don't re-record the voices and all these new sound effects suck. I like those old ones. Yeah. And how goddamn dare you defile the work of Mark Mothersbaugh?
Oh yeah.
How dare you? the fucking nerve,
the gall,
the pure, unadulterated audacity. But for real, fuck anyone who changes his music. Yeah. I mean, I know it's the same melody, sort of, but it's just not as good. It's not the same. It's like a cover of a song that's just, shitty cover.
Right.
Man. But it's just this is so crazy that, like, who would have ever thought that this would happen? Like, the fact that I almost feel like that has to do with, because to me, there's a big disconnect for me that the console generation after this, I thought was the best.
Which one?
PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube.
I think you're not alone in that.
Because it was not the best graphics, but pretty damn good graphics, and by far the best gameplay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you had a lot of great games there, man.
Yeah.
You had the best, in my opinion, some of the best Spider-Man games. Spider-Man 2, based on the movie. You had... I'm speaking strictly as a GameCube player. Super Mario, Sunshine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Bros. Melee. A lot of good games. And on PlayStation 2, of course. I mean, and Xbox. I mean, there's so many great games. Turok.
PlayStation 2, I believe, had one of the largest game libraries, if not the biggest.
Largest game libraries and, like, longest... This is super dumb, but, like... longest longevities of a game console. Like didn't it die in like 2008?
I've got one game for you.
What's that?
Battlefront 2.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, you're right though. Because PlayStation 2 came out in 2000, and I don't remember playing it till new games are still coming out. I think you're right, till about 2008 or 9.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Or I think it was 2008. Yeah, it was one of the longest.
By then, Nintendo had already burned through like 3 or 4 different mobile consoles and fucking the Wii by that point. But yeah, man, it's nuts, and we're headed that way. It's
just like I just don't, because new games are the new systems. I haven't had much interest in them. Mm-hmm. I feel like is it me or there are fewer games just because they're so fucking hard to make them?
I think there's fewer AAA games.
That's what I mean. Because I know there's a lot of these...
a lot of small indie stuff.
Which I kind of like better. They're just more fun to just like chill and play. Like Castle Crashers is a good one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those, but...
Who'd ever thought it would come to this?
I don't know. It definitely marks good counter-entertainment for the AAA stuff that's out now.
Yeah, because to me, I feel like I'm one of the people who has a little bit of a disconnect.
Mm-hmm. You want to play some Star Fox, pop it in your old N64 classic. You want to play some Jak and Daxter.
Dude, Jak and Daxter is the shit. I love that game.
Oh, yeah.
I was just playing iNinja the other night.
Yeah, man.
I don't give a shit if it's like 10 years old. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. That stuff holds up, and I think the
developers
that's the other
thing is I don't know, like, I guess it's kind of hard to tell with some of these newer games how they'll hold up with time, but I kind of feel like the old games kind of hold up with time a little better.
I agree.
Or at least let me rephrase it. I predict they will hold up better.
I agree.
So those two things are coming out. Let's see. Next, we got Joker set photos. Again, it's just like, I wouldn't want to talk about set photos again, but god damn it.
We're not those people, damn it. But we are now.
We are now because I can't unsee what I saw. He looks fucking excellent.
Oh, man. I have the image right here.
Yeah,
And
that's it. I like it.
I was shown this while I wasn't even paying attention. Like, I was doing something at the time, and someone sent it to me, and I think they sent it under the premise that I had already seen it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I, like, just took a glance at it, and I'm like, holy shit, they're doing it. They're doing, like that looks like, I know I've seen a comic or an action figure where he wears this exact fucking suit. Like the red.
You know what? The reddish purple. You know what it reminds me of, honestly? It feels like a mix of Nicholson and
Romero?
Caesar Romero from the 60s show. And I mean that in the best ways possible. I like what I'm seeing, and I just have a weird feeling it might be the best DC movie.
I hope it is.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is I hope it is, because
They need a W.
not only that, it's like, I'm starting to see what you're saying about this whole Elseworlds thing. Because I think as long as they have the main connected universe, it'd be nice to have these other stories.
Yes, and I think that's going to draw a lot of, like, super... Not saying that the filmmakers who do the MCU things aren't good filmmakers, but, like, filmmakers like Mel Gibson or, like, Scorsese, who's producing this movie, or, like, Tarantino or Darren Aronofsky, who are, like, super into their fucking vision. Maybe they want to make a take on something, and that would be neat. That'd be neat to see.
Yeah, definitely. So those look pretty good. I'm just chomping at the bit for the trailer.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
This time next year,
yeah.
we might be seeing it.
I think we're done gushing over this Joker movie, because we've been talking it up too much, man.
Yeah. I don't want to blow this out of proportion.
I don't want to blow this out of proportions. We'll wait until the trailer, so we'll get back to y'all on that one. Moving right along, what the hell do we have next? Let me read.
Some casting news.
That's right, yeah. Birds of Prey has finally cast its Huntress and Black Canary. Got Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress and Journey Smollett-Bell as Black Canary. And then you said that they finally confirmed Rosie Perez as...
Detective Renee Montoya.
And my hope is that, as it is Rosie Perez, that she talks the exact same way as she did in Do the Right Thing.
Yes.
So when she meets Huntress, it's like, what the fuck are you doing with that crossbow? You look like you're from the Middle Ages. What, you gutting the Mona Lisa? What the fuck are you doing out here? Get a fucking gun.
Oh, man. Maybe she'll be the Question. but then she won't have a mouth.
Yeah, that'd actually be... That
would ruin things.
She'd be the Question. It's like, what do you want from me? It's like, what the fuck do you want from me? I'm the Question.
Imagine a person talking like that has no face. This would be the least intimidating.
Like, hey, motherfucker, where do you think you're going? Oh, no, it's the Question.
Beat it, fellas. Scram. The Question's here.
I'm imagining her, like, it's her, but they just, like, dub it for no reason. It's like when he fixes his retainer, Neil does in Family Guy. Run, rabbit, run. So there's her. Then there's the other two.
Yes.
So
I know you have more thoughts on this than me.
Okay, so Journey Smollett-Bell, also known as Denise from Full House.
Yes.
One of Michelle's classmates.
Oh, yes.
Like, I don't really, like, I've watched, like, a little bit of, like, her acting, just to see, like, because I didn't know who she was. Like, she's fine, I guess. Like, it's just like, what the fuck, guys? Why'd you dangle Vanessa Kirby over our heads.
Right. We just saw a movie with her in it where she was great and underused.
Yeah.
And you dangle that opportunity where she gets to probably have a really badass time.
Yeah.
And you pull it away.
You pulled away. And then it's like you gave someone who's fine, I guess. It's like whatever. Mm-hmm. But then I'm just going to be honest. We got Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who to me kind of has the enthusiasm of a damp rag. Mm. And, well, if I were to say what most of her characters kind of embody, to me, like at least her portrayal is the way she carries herself. Mm-hmm. She is essentially, you're on a road trip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys gotta stop. Like, you're going from, you're going from, Long Beach to, Bangor, Maine.
Okay.
You guys have been in the car for a week basically, or whatever. I don't know how fucking long it takes. You pull over. It's like, all right, guys, we're gonna go to McDonald's. What do you want? She's like, I'm vegetarian. It's like, shut the fuck up, okay? Just don't be fucking difficult. Just get one of their salads. Ugh, their salads are disgusting. It's like, oh my fucking god.
Get a filet-o-fish.
Yeah, she's just. She's just the one. She's just seems like a wet blanket. Her portrayals on screen, wet blankets, and I really don't dig her as Huntress. Really.
Yeah,
I'd love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. I'd love to be wrong about a lot of things. I'd love to be wrong about the fact that they have a writer who's only written 2 movies that both of them
happen to suck ass.
Yeah, that both sucked ass, or that we have this director who's who the fuck, what did she direct?
Kathy Ann, Dead Pigs.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's a little random, but directors seem to not matter as much.
Well,
sometimes
for Marvel movies.
Yeah, for Marvel movies. I don't know if they're trying to find that approach.
I don't know.
Again, there's a lot of things I'd like to be wrong about.
Yeah, I'm on the same page in that these are not these 2 actresses are not my first choice. I'm fine with
totally
it.
Fine with what's her name though?
Journey Smollett-Bell.
What's her name?
Oh, Rosie Perez.
Yeah,
Rosie.
Journey Smollett-Bell. I have really no idea.
Yeah, I've never seen her in anything. I've seen Mary.
Well, I've seen her in several episodes of Full House,
right.
But
I haven't seen any episodes of her in Friday Night Lights.
Frankly, her acting as Denise
it's quite textured.
It's quite layered. There's a lot there to that character.
Yeah, I'm fine with Rosie Perez as Renee Montoya. Again, not the direction I thought they were going to go.
Yeah.
Clearly, she's going to be playing the grizzled veteran. I
hope she brings some comedy chops.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Similar to Pineapple Express.
Mm-hmm. Everything I've seen Mary Elizabeth Winstead in, I'm like, okay. She was fine in Scott Pilgrim.
Winstead?
I don't know. It could be both.
Winstead, whatever. She's one of those dumb 3-name people. I'm fucking tired of this.
God damn
Journey
it.
Smollett-Bell, blah, 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 blah. It's like, god damn it.
I mean, I haven't seen her in a whole lot. I've seen her in, Scott Pilgrim and, Live Free or Die Hard. And, she's fine in both of those. There's not enough in there for me to say she'd be a good Huntress or frankly not.
No,
I'm all right,
Huntress is,
I still would rather see Alexandra Daddario.
Huntress is kind of, angry, sort of anti-authoritarian, and,
Sophia Boutella, I think we mentioned also as being would have been a great Huntress.
Especially because she would have the physical chops down.
Physical chops. She's no slouch in playing characters with attitude.
Yeah. That's
by that
what
I mean she's, what's her name? Gazelle. From fucking
exactly.
Kingsman, The Mummy.
That's what I mean. There's a certain
she's played the villain a few times.
There's a certain
darkness.
And with Huntress's darkness, there's always a quality of she's always so confrontational with dealing with people. And she doesn't agree with Batman's rules, and she's just very stubborn a lot of the time. And she kind of has a bad attitude, I guess you could say.
She's got a tude.
Yeah, I don't
she's got a dark past.
Yeah, from Mary Elizabeth, whatever the hell her fucking name is. Her characters are just like, I'm a sarcastic bookstore owner.
From now on with her name, you got to Steve Brule it. Mary Elizabeth Winberg.
I don't know. It's like, I don't get the angry vibe from her. She's just like, I play bass in a band that has a ukulele in it.
Yeah. I definitely, I don't get the angry vibe. I get
Did I mention our keyboardist plays a keytar?
the key, what's the fucking tie from Zoolander?
What?
The thing that moved
I invented the piano key necktie.
Piano key necktie, yeah. Son of a bitch.
I just don't get the vibe from her.
No, I get that. I'm not thrilled with the casting at all, really. But I'm not.
Again,
it doesn't really dampen my spirits any more than they already were. Like, I already know the lady who wrote Shut In is writing this, so I'm like,
see, that's honestly of everything. I'm still fucking hung up on that.
Yeah, that worries me more than the casting for me.
Like, fuck, get Gail Simone on the
Yeah, have her. Is she a consultant on this at all?
At least a treatment.
Please, is Gail involved at all? Please.
Yeah. Call Gail.
Yeah, she'll know what to do. She'll be like Harley Quinn, huh? Interesting direction.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't know if we've addressed this in all the times we've talked about it on this show. Why the fuck is she even in this movie?
You know?
I mean, I understand she's a big character. Then don't fucking do a Birds of Prey with her.
It's odd.
Do Gotham City Sirens.
Which is what I thought this movie was originally going to be.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us thought. But
I thought it'd be Birds of Prey versus Gotham City Sirens.
Which would have been probably a fucking awesome movie.
But now it's Birds of Prey versus Black Mask.
And then Harley Quinn's just there.
Yeah. She's the comedic relief?
No, because she's going to become Wolverine. Like, it's a pretty good character in the universe that, like, some people are not going to mind her being everywhere, but there's going to be a pretty large contingency that just hates her because she's in everything.
Oh, man, that's going to be an interesting comparison.
Yeah.
Shit. You just spoke something into existence.
Wolverpool is what she is.
She is Wolverpool.
Or at least in movie terms.
Well, for now. This movie could still not happen.
Nah.
Remember this. We had Channing Tatum playing Gambit.
But that was it. This has multiple cast members.
That's true.
We got release date. When is the release date?
February of 2020.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where the hell are we? Okay, hold up. Oh, yeah, Birds of Prey. Yeah, February 7th, 2020 release date. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's like, I want this to be good. This is one of, like, the Chuck Dixon and Gail Simone runs.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite comics ever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know, man. I'm
curious not even in a morbid way. Like, this isn't like Venom where it's like, yeah, go ahead, fuck the character up.
Yeah. I kind of know what you mean. I wasn't
even though I like Venom, you know?
Yeah, I like Venom a lot, but for some reason, you know what I think it was? Guys already broke my heart once.
Yeah. I think it's...
You want to hurt me?
Go ahead. I'm an easy target. Yeah, I think it's maybe because it's like, I know what Venom means to me, and I know what Venom means to most people. He's a Batman villain. He's a Spider-Man villain. This is like, there are a lot of people who don't know who Black Canary are. I don't want them to think she sucks.
Yeah,
you know, like,
and I don't want to think Huntress is like
dumb,
a moody bookstore owner.
Yeah, and I don't want this movie to be that reason.
She's an angry, anti-authoritarian, feisty. Well, it's depending on the arc that it is that you're reading, school teacher.
Yeah. I don't want it to
take no shit. That's like the take no prisoners attitude. You know.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see in February of 2020.
Yeah, I guess so. It's again. I've said it, and I'll say it again. I would love to be wrong about all the things we've been saying.
We want good movies to happen.
We want them to happen, and. I'm not so purist that it's like, you can't have Black Mask without Catwoman. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. I get it. You can have Black Mask really against anyone. It's just conventional wisdom would say against Catwoman.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to drop that. I don't give a shit. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
The casting for me, again, not what I expected. It's not deterred me as much as, again, a lot of the other shit has. Like the screenwriting, it's like, I don't know about this.
My biggest problem.
Yeah.
Because isn't she still like the single credit other than comic creators?
Mm-hmm. So far.
Man, it's...
Well, like the Joker movie, we are on a let's wait for the trailer basis, but on a different end of that spectrum.
Yeah.
We're a little more concerned with this one than we are with Joker.
I can give some wiggle room, you know? Like... What was it, like Wolverine? It's like, he went to Japan before, not after, or like whatever. Like, whatever.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit, fine. Or...
When No Man's Land occurs and Batman can't... It happens before Nightfall. No, it happens after. It's like, you want to fuck with that? Sure.
Yeah, if you want to change that, whatever. It's just like, please just don't suck.
Don't fuck the characters up.
Yeah.
Like this new Venom movie is allegedly doing.
Apparently. Again... maybe we're just overreacting, but
probably,
but maybe we're not.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I hope not. I hope we are overreacting.
The bottom line is, I hope we're overreacting, and I hope this is a really good movie.
Same.
It just seems unlikely, and that's the rest of the story.
Now, moving on. I want you to take this story because it's a you story.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, all that energy we just spent talking about Birds of Prey.
Get ready for this.
Well, see, here's the thing. Birds of Prey, like, we want this to be, as we said, we want it to be good. We just had some concerns. This I'm just fucking pissed about. This is like, no, I'm not overreacting. What's his face?
It's Chucky.
No, the guy. Lars Klevberg.
Oh, yeah.
The fuck, man? Why? So
I don't know.
Fuck it. Let's do it to it, Lars. Let's jump right into this one. The Child's Play remake has started production.
They are raring to go on this. Like, they've sped through everything. Like, we got a photo of Chucky.
And his eyes are big. Well, you don't get the whole face, but... You see one of his eyes, it's too big. He doesn't look scary.
No.
Because part of what made the original good guy doll scary is like, he's kind of creepy, but he looks like a real toy.
Yeah.
This Chucky just looks like, you know what it looks like? Like a unused character from James and the Giant Peach.
Interesting.
That's like
a little bit.
Look at that photo and tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a James model a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And then
we got some casting news.
We got some casting, but I don't give a shit. You know, nothing you do is gonna like unless you had fucking John Malkovich in this shit.
What if he was? That was the thing I was gonna ask you. We have no Charles Lee Ray nor Chucky.
Ooh, well, I don't.
Dare I say, is Brad Dourif replaceable?
No, fuck that.
I feel you.
The only way to be replaceable is like you wait long enough.
What if they cast John Malkovich as Charles Lee Ray?
Ooh, I'd have some mixed ass feelings. I don't know, man. I just imagine that. I need the book for the voodoo spell, you fucking idiot. It's like talking like fucking, what is it? Burn After Reading. I need it to get the heart of Damballa, you fucking moron.
God damn it.
But we got, what's her name? Aubrey Plaza, which is a plus, but again, it's not enough. As Karen Barkley, we got some kid, I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Gabriel Bateman?
Gabriel Bateman from whatever. Where the hell are we? Oh, Gabriel Bateman.
He was in the recent Benji movie. He was also in Lights Out.
Okay. Oh, well, so...
He was on Outcast, American Gothic. He's been on a bunch of shows.
Okay, and then we got...
Brian Tyree Henry.
From Atlanta, and also recently in White Boy Rick.
I like him in White Boy Rick.
I did too.
He cracked me up.
I think they'll all be fine in the roles.
It's not them we have a problem with.
Oh, it's not them I have a problem.
It's the movie.
It's you know what I have a problem with? And Don Mancini, he responded.
Oh, really?
He had that Twitter post. He's not happy about it, and I don't blame him. Because they're really using loopholes, as we've explained. Like, this is so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you at least respect him as the original creator?
It's weird, man. This is like...
Because apparently they're like, so we're gonna make this movie while you're making your thing. You want to be a consultant,
Right.
And I wasn't there, but I'd imagine there are some
It
expletives.
did not go down well.
Yeah, I'd imagine there could have been some expletives involved.
Doesn't this feel like one of those movies that like a studio just like, because the speed at which it's happening, doesn't it feel like one of those rights retaining projects? We're just like, fuck it, we gotta go.
I just imagine a big guy with a fucking cigar and suspenders, like, they want a fucking war? We'll give him a war.
We'll teach the old man.
Yeah, we'll teach my Mancini and all his dumbass friends to mess with my company.
Right.
Rip Torn. You can't fuck with that project, even though you're the creator, and like, without you, it wouldn't fucking exist for us to make this cash grab.
Right.
God, it just pisses me off. Like, I understand, yeah, it's a TV series, but it's like, well, wait a minute. What if we did it and like made it, because Universal only has the home distribution rights. Let's put one in theaters. It's like, fuck you.
Is it Universal? I thought it was MGM or Sony or something.
MGM has this one.
Yeah.
The questionable one.
Yeah.
Or the undesirable one.
God.
It's just like, this is so fucking ridiculous that like, we can't wait at all. Mm-hmm. Not even like 5 years after he finishes, which is still pretty fucking soon.
This is the most animated I've ever heard you in favor of a TV show.
Yeah, you know what? I think you mentioned that before, but
Yeah.
it still rings true.
It is, man. But yeah, I will say this is weird. It's weird how fast this is happening to me.
That's the thing, is it's like, when I heard the story and the audacity, I thought, man, but they're making it, and it didn't have the same fate that Friday the 13th had, because that's in all sorts of shit right now.
Oh yeah, the rights are fucked.
Somehow they've avoided that. You know what this reminds me of? It's like the receiver catches the ball, he's like out of bounds with like both feet. It was like a big third down. They're just trying to get a playoff. Hurry before they can throw the challenge flag.
Jesus. Yeah, I will say the Charles Lee Ray / Chucky casting, I'll keep my eyes peeled for that, but overall it's just, you know what? Full steam ahead, M3 Gan.
Yeah, exactly. I've said this. I'm going to keep fucking saying it. For the love of God, just do derivative ripoffs, not remakes. Because that way, you have something. You please both worlds. Because people who want remakes of everything, it's like, well, I guess this is basically a remake. But then people who want the original, it's like, oh, it's so glad it's something new.
Yeah, it's something fresh.
Even though it's not fresh. But it doesn't matter, as long as I think it is.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have purists like, but that doesn't happen that way.
Well,
And you also don't have the other extreme. Well, who said it needs to be about Batman if it's a Batman movie? Like, what?
oh Jesus.
Yeah, in this adaptation, Bruce Wayne is a librarian.
Remember that episode of Batman the Animated Series where Batman was, spoilers, he gets fucked up by Mad Hatter and he's like living in a reality where his parents are alive and someone else is Batman? And he's like, what the fuck?
I think he just, like, gave him DMT and he had a out-of-body experience.
Right. God, that was a weird, good episode.
And a flashback.
Yes.
You know, it was an awesome episode. God damn it, this is so off topic. I don't give a shit. I want to talk about happy things.
Yes.
So fuck this Chucky movie. I hope it fails.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I know your attachment to it, and I sympathize with that feeling.
I'm super looking forward to the. You know what? Fuck it. I'll use this chance. I'm plugging the TV series.
And the TV series is still happening.
Yeah, TV series is still happening, and they're taking their time with it.
Thankfully.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, I highly suggest you watch them. They're both on Netflix, as far as I know, or just I don't know. It's somewhere. Really, all you need to see is probably 1, 6, and 7. You don't need to see 2 through 5. I get it if you don't like those. I get it. It's that same thing.
They're weird.
Yeah, no. It's the same thing with like the Star Wars prequels and X-Men Last Stand. I just like the other ones so much that I'm just like, fuck it. You know?
I get you.
Yeah. So definitely look out for the TV show.
Indeedy.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Batman. You know, it was an awesome episode.
Which one?
The one where he gets like amnesia. He's like working at this weird like chain gang kind of place.
Oh yeah. Where he's
like,
got a
who are? It's like I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck. That's
he's like wearing the poor boy cap the whole time.
Yeah, that one. Here, let me look that up. It's called The Forgotten.
Yeah, that is definitely one of my favorite Batman episodes, which is so weird because he's like not even in Batman's suit. I don't think like at all.
No,
or it's
he's
like barely.
Yeah, he's like incognito almost.
Yeah, man, I need to revisit that.
It's good stuff.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, moving on. We have some news out of the MCU. So I think we talked, or did we not talk about the Eternals before?
I don't think we have. Whatever.
Well, first and foremost, Marvel is developing a Eternals film, and now we have some news on who is directing it. Chloe Zhao, who is a filmmaker. She's made 2 recent films. She directed a movie called Songs My Brother Taught Me and another movie called The Rider. The movie is going to be
both of which feature a lot of intergalactic CGI and action scenes.
Yes, and Thanos.
Yeah, both definitely have Thanos.
Yeah. We also have
just like Colin Trevorrow had so many dinosaurs in
Safety
Not Guaranteed.
Yeah. We also have some more news as to screenwriting. This is kind of old, but Matthew and Ryan Firpo, who wrote a script that was the #1 script on the blacklist, they're writing the script. So we got some pretty significant movement on this. Alex, where does the Eternals rank in your Marvel watch list of like Circle of Trust for comics?
Man, this is just like this is just the Negative Nancy podcast because I don't know shit about the Eternals. I've never cared to look it up.
Me neither.
And also, it's like if you look at their publication history, I was like I did a little research on this. It's pretty sporadic and not for a lot of issues.
Yeah.
It's not like characters like Punisher where it's like maybe they had like gaps here and there, but like they had like significantly long runs. You know,
right?
Like the gaps are smaller. Like X-Men, they had those few years off, but then obviously X-Men reemerged and exploded into what it is today. Today. Well, you know what I mean, like as a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, it's not a name brand.
Yeah,
but it is a Jack Kirby original.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
I'm sure there's material there. But when I heard they were making this, I was like, okay,
yeah,
all right. And I feel the same way about the director choice because I have no frame of reference. I've seen none of her movies.
But
if director choices in Marvel, if we've learned anything from that, they tend to not matter if they're good or bad or in between.
Yeah, so like
they've got to figure.
Yeah, I was just talking a little shit, saying that there's not a like she doesn't have whatever she hasn't done, big space thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it really hasn't mattered. Well, at least for as we pointed out, in Marvel's case, it really hasn't mattered. In fact, one of the best Marvel movies was directed by a dude who did some movies. What was it, like Eagle and Shark?
Oh God! Oh, you're talking about Thor?
Taika Waititi.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's what I mean. Marvel knows what they're doing with this.
Yeah.
Or
the Russos had Me and Dupree to their name when they directed Winter Soldier. So
they also had a lot of TV shows, though.
They did. They did a lot of. Was it Community?
Community, some other stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but again, Chloe Zhao will be fine. And I actually heard the writer was really good.
Yeah, they did a. What was it? It was I remember the script. It was called Ruin. It won the blacklist a couple years ago. It's about a Nazi who's like got to go back and like it's like it takes place in 1947. They have to go back to like Germany, like war-torn Germany, and like kill the rest of their SS squad or something. So it's like that sounds pretty cool. And I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure they're under the tutelage of Kevin Feige.
Is that still like being made? Or is that
Ruin?
Yeah,
I think
It sounds cool.
You know who I heard was attached to it? Justin Kurzel or Kurtzel. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but
Yeah.
the dude who made Assassin's Creed.
Now I'm not interested.
He also made Macbeth, which I didn't see, but
But yeah, he also made Assassin's Creed.
yeah, he also
but
made Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeesh. But this, I'm not worried about this.
I'm not worried about this. It's just I'd rather a lot of other characters. I don't know.
I'm less worried about this than I am about Kathy Yan directing Birds of Prey. And the only reason why that is...
Well, yeah, no kidding.
because DC doesn't have that top-down, brand-focused model figured out yet like Marvel does. I mean, Marvel's 20 movies deep now. They got it figured.
It's also like Doctor Strange. I don't even really like Doctor Strange at all. Like
Really?
in the comics.
Oh, I thought you meant the book, the movie.
no,
I'm like, what the fuck?
that's what I'm saying. It's
Right.
I mean, they made a fan out of me, like at least the movie version.
Right. They did that with a lot of... they did it with Ant-Man. Like, my knowledge of Ant-Man is extremely limited. Like, I know Hank Pym, I know Scott Lang and Yellow Jacket, and Wasp,
Yeah.
that's it. But now I know a bit more.
I've always but I don't know. He's sort of ancillary to me.
Right. And...
What I'm saying is it's not impossible for them to win me over with them, except for the fact that with the Eternals, the issue is that this was... I don't know. It's there's not a lot of material to draw from for them.
Well, hey, we doubted him with Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
But there's far more issues of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's true.
And, like, Gamora is she's been in a lot of shit, for example. Like, she was in...
Infinity War.
Infinity Gauntlet. Infinity War. They had that whole side series, Infinity Watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that ran consistently for a few years, where this has, like, I think the most years in a row it's consecutively printed issues is, like, 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I buy it. This definitely, every time I say it, every time I doubt Marvel, they fucking prove me wrong. Somehow.
Yeah, but, I don't know. It's just...
I was gonna say that I think that any movie has room to not be good. It might be this because it seems like this might be the most original.
That's kind of what I was gonna say. Is like, I'm not saying like this will be the beginning of the end, but like this, like,
it also speaks to the fact that they're going more cosmic.
See, that's kind of my thing. Is like I don't want them to do like all cosmic, but or mostly cosmic, but it almost feels like that's the direction they're going to go. Mm-hmm. I'm just not... I've never been a fan of Marvel Cosmic anything aside from really just, like, Thanos and Gamora.
Right.
And, well, Thanos, Gamora, and, like, the other characters who are cosmic but not really. Mm-hmm. Like Galactus is definitely cosmic, but...
The Watcher.
Yeah, but, like, Galactus is Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, I'm talking like if you read all the Guardians of the Galaxy specific comics, like that kind of stuff.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
not sure what to think about this.
I'm not really sure what to think about this. I think it'll probably be fine. I think we're talking way too long about this. We know fucking nothing. Let's move on.
We hope you admire our vamping skills.
Yes. Anywho, Puppet Master has a similar situation with Chucky, sort of.
And Deadpool. Sort of.
Jesus Christ. Things are just getting too complicated.
History's rhyming, as Mark Twain would say, instead of repeating itself.
Ah, very true. Anyway, so the RLJE, I believe that's the company, who made the garbage one recently.
Yes. Did we talk about that? How you didn't like that?
I can't remember. I think I might have mentioned it. Whatever.
It wasn't good.
No, it was not good. It tried too hard to be shocking, but the characters tried too little to be good at acting. I don't fucking know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. I'm not making sense. It sucked. The movie didn't make sense either. Anyway, so similar situations going on. RLJE apparently has this reboot, but Charles Band and Co. over at Full Moon still have the rights also somehow. But this time, they're really at it with shenanigans. Because I thought this next one was going to be a legit installment. Yeah. Well, that too. I thought it was going to be a legit movie. But apparently,
no.
yeah. Apparently, it's similar to this thing. It was a Puppet Master Legacy, I believe, was the one. Where, yeah.
This is called Blitzkrieg Massacre. Right?
Yeah. So it's Puppet Master Legacy. What it did is it was the 5th movie technically. It had some new footage, but a lot of it was archival footage. And guys, you guys remember those sitcom clip shows? Like Homer's Triple Bypass and The Simpsons, where he has the heart attack and then they go through all the stories. And the stories are just like clips from the other show.
Right.
Seinfeld had a couple of them.
They usually do them at the end of a show's run.
Or
like
the
close to
season,
it.
sort of. The Simpsons actually had one later where it's like they had the song. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about the clip show. Have no fear, we'll have stories for years. Marge becomes a robot. Anyway, so Marge becomes a robot in this next Puppet Master thing because it's bookended with some new footage. And then there's just going to be the last 10 movies or 11 movies. Obviously, probably excluding Littlest Reich. Mm-hmm. But when I was looking at the commercial or the trailer for this, it's like motion comics.
Yeah.
Or what the bookend looks like is like, this is really lazy. Mm-hmm. Because it's like the plot, I guess, is like this guy is in this bunker. Mm-hmm. And it's like, let me show you the most brutal videotapes of suffering and mayhem. And then the tapes are just clips from the older Puppet Masters. I think that's hilarious that they have the nerve to do this twice.
Yeah, they're selling it.
Because I guess it's such a cash grab, but it's like, at least you guys are the originals.
Right. Yeah, this is pretty brazen. I'm not falling for it.
Yeah, you know what? If you thought this was a new Puppet Master, this is a PSA to say don't.
Yeah,
because
don't be fooled.
It's not. Well, actually, this is a double surface announcement. Also, don't see Littlest Reich. I'm just going to spoil it. The ending is the dude's girlfriend gets killed by the puppets or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like, life is shitty. Then the puppets get away, and it's like, to be continued. And then why the fuck do I want to call him Sean Lennon?
Thomas Lennon?
Thomas Lennon's character goes back to his comic book store, and he basically makes a comic about the same thing.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so don't see either. Unless you want to see the clip show, by all means, fuck.
Oh, yeah, if you want to get a good Cliff's Notes on the series.
Yeah, which is... It's so bizarre, what's going on with... It reminds me of, with B movies, a lot of those, weird Italian ones. Mm-hmm. When you look up the Wikipedia, it's it's what's that movie, Deathstalker? It's
something like that.
Deathstalker 4 was actually made with lots of archival footage from, Zombie Killers 3 and Deathstalker 2.
Right.
And home movies from director so-and-so's, personal collection. It's just weird to me. There's just when things aren't straightforward, it's how the hell do we allow this to happen? Or how does it get there? You know?
I don't know, but we did let it.
Yeah.
It's our fault.
Have you seen any of the Puppet Masters?
I have seen some of one.
You gotta watch one. It's pretty terrible, but all right at the same time. I'm a big fan of one.
Well,
and three's pretty solid.
You said you were gonna watch those this October for Halloween?
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, it's October. That means we're gonna be watching a lot of horror movies.
Oh yes.
We're gonna have some horror reviews for the rest of the month.
Indeed.
But yeah, I'm gonna go through the Puppet Master series.
So we'll report back.
Have you seen Demonic Toys?
No.
It's another timeless classic film.
God almighty.
Written by the almighty scribe himself, David S.
Goyer.
David S. Goyer. Is
Oh,
it S.
yeah.
Goyer? Am I crazy?
Either or.
David Goyer. Anyway. So that does it. So Puppet Master is trying to pull a fast one on you. This one we'll just keep short. Netflix is looking to double their originals catalog, as is like Amazon, I think.
Yes. A new study by Ampere Analysis has found that Netflix leads the VOD and on-demand market by a large margin with more than right now they have 229 originals out this year. They are planning.
Does this article, by the way, I'm pretty sure they do not specify the breakdown between TV shows and movies.
No, I think it's the same. I think it's just original content.
Yeah, just content of some kind.
So they're going to double that.
Yeah.
They're going to double it to 200, more than 250.
You know what's interesting too is, remember how in like the 30s and 40s ish, there's this big issue about vertical integration. Here we are with Netflix.
Yeah, Jesus.
But that's
Supreme Court. What was that? United States versus Paramount?
I don't know. It was like Paramount or MGM.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
But okay, I'll just. What was I gonna say?
It speaks. Well, the other thing
I was just gonna say it's really worked to their advantage. And
right.
To me, it's strange that they're getting away with it. I mean, I guess there's no real legal red tape, or
they're more than getting away with it.
Yeah,
it's like this is the new model. You're seeing other Amazon is doing it. They have 105 originals right now, and they're going to double that next year.
Yeah,
the fractalization of media is not only occurring; it has been occurring, and probably will get worse. So, you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of insane that they're looking to double. That's what I'm surprised by. I understand they're making money hand over fist, and that they've had a lot of successes. Mm-hmm. More so with series, obviously, than movies.
Right.
I still haven't seen Hold the Dark, and if I'm just being honest, I'm having a
sleeper douche.
Yeah, I'm having a sleeper douche moment where I'm like, you know what? I think this movie looks kind of shitty. The more I think about it,
yeah,
I might not watch it.
That's unfortunate. I mean, I wanted,
but I also might because it's free.
Yeah, that's true. It's free if you pay.
Well, yeah, if you got Netflix.
Anyway, that's that.
So yeah, they're just looking to double. There's going to be a lot of probably not good content.
Yeah, probably
with
more not great stuff.
With some good sprinkled in.
Yeah, some good, too good for every 5 bad.
Yeah. Basically, see, that's part of the thing that I think I like about it. As much as it's a curse and a blessing, studios they try to be selective about what they're gonna do.
Right.
And it's there's just too much shit.
Gotta use the A24 model.
Yeah, it's let's don't just churn stuff out. Mm-hmm. So to me, it seems like with streaming services, there's a lot of stuff that supports the idea that it's quantity, not quality. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I don't know. I have nothing else to say. There's just
not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised. There's a lot of this stuff. Blah blah blah. Insert intelligent, or not so intelligent.
Witty banter here.
Stuff about vertical integration, yada yada, internet and stuff.
Yes.
All right. So,
moving on.
Happy Death Day sequel gets its title and release date. It will be called Happy Death Day 2U.
The number 2.
Number 2 with
capital
a capital
letter U.
U. And will be in theaters February 14th, 2009.
That's pretty damn soon.
Yeah, Valentine's
considering
Day.
That's only a couple months away.
I mean, that makes sense, though. Slasher movies are usually pretty quick to film,
I guess this has been filming for a while. They started filming on May 14th.
Right. I mean, but it's this doesn't have Thanos and Iron Man in it, so
right.
People aren't exactly, hovering over set, trying to get a photo snap.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited for this in a way.
I'm looking forward to this.
I'm eager to see how they further the first one.
The thing is, I could have lived with either way. If there was just the one, I would have been fine with that because, at least the story initially seemed relatively wrapped up.
Right.
But unlike a lot of times where they force sequels, there is a lot of stuff that they didn't completely finish explaining.
Right.
Like, we got some answers to Tree's family. Mm-hmm. We got, there's probably more to the boyfriend character.
More to the boyfriend.
The killer.
Ruby Modine is in this movie again. So
really?
So that assumes probably they might be going back in the past at some point.
Well, that's the other thing is we never really, there's no explanation given to the time loop whatsoever, really.
Right.
Then on top of that, the red herring killer, like, maybe he'll play into this more.
Right.
So to me, this warrants a sequel. And you know what? Fuck it. As I've been saying with my mantra, as this is a derivative ripoff that turned out pretty damn good, go for it.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd rather have sequels to this and like John Wick.
Yes.
Than I would to like Broken Arrow. Yeah. It's like, hey, it's like 20 years later.
God.
And it's just like fucking
what is this?
Christian Slater. It's like, yeah, my iPad isn't working. Like, I don't need that shit.
He's like working in his iPad in slow motion. Fucking John Woo. Dubs flying around and shit. He's in a church for some reason. Yeah, but this looks interesting. It's got all the crew returning. Well, I mean, Christopher Landon, Jessica Roth, Israel Broussard, all the main cast from the first one's pretty much back.
Yeah.
So this should be a good time.
Agreed. All right, moving on to our next story. Lobo, DC character, the one and only Lobo.
Yes, beloved by many. But not enough.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of like crazy. Like when I talk favorite characters, I say he's like Leonard Skinner. Mm-hmm. When I say favorite bands, like my go-tos, I got ready. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh shit! Like after I go home, I'm like, I should have said Leonard Skinner.
Right. Yeah, man.
That's Lobo. It's like, man, there's a guy who I wish there was more material of. Mm-hmm. Like there's not a ton of comics where he's the title hero.
Right. He was, you know what's weird is like one of the only, I actually haven't read any fucking comics of Lobo, now that I think about it. And one of the only comics appearances I've seen of him is the one where he appears in Marvel vs. DC where he fights Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but some of my biggest Lobo moments come from the, what do you call it? The show from Justice League.
Right.
Voiced by Brad Garrett.
All right. So we're totally skipping over the story.
Yes, but we love Lobo.
Yeah, we're big fans of Lobo. Lobo's first appearance in the live action department will be on Krypton on Sci-Fi.
For some reason.
I mean, that makes sense because I've got an issue where he fights Superman.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking awesome.
He's spacey. He better have his motorcycle.
In fact, the issue I have. It came with you remember those? They're not quite stickers. Mm-hmm. Those like plastic, like sort of like suction-y things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but it was like a bunch of shit where you could like make your own cover.
Oh.
It's awesome. Anyway, so he fought Superman. So he definitely has a history of Superman, especially because it's like talk about like your odd couple.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know? Whichever Oscar and Felix, whichever one's the slob would be Lobo.
Be Lobo, yeah.
Yeah, I can never fucking remember.
But yeah, we got our first look at Emmett J. Scanlon, who is playing Lobo, and
he looks the part.
The image will be in this video if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah,
he looks like Lobo. I mean, they got it right. I mean, the hair's a little weird.
Yeah, but it's like I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna.
He's supposed to have messy hair.
I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
Right. This is Lobo. He's the main man.
Yeah, he's the main man.
We got him. Yeah, it looks fine. So I'm still not going to watch Krypton.
You know what? I'll probably watch this episode and then never watch it again.
Yeah, I might join you.
Yeah, or maybe it'll be like, whoa, this is surprising. No.
Let's make a spin-off.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It won't. You know, that's a false idea that I'd be like, whoa, this was a surprisingly good thing. I'm gonna watch every episode now.
Right.
Probably won't happen, but you never know. I mean, Sci-Fi has been making some stuff, man. I mean, like The last things like I've seen from her are the movies, and of course those are kind of like cheesy or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're kind of entertaining sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I agree, but
I haven't checked out their shows. Maybe this will be or at least in a very long time. This might be my first excuse to check it out.
indeed.
All right, so now it's time for speed round news. We don't have a lot to say about these, but we're just gonna quickly go through them. Okay, starting off, Michael B. Jordan to star John Clark in new film series, including Rainbow Six and Without Remorse.
Stargirl has found its main character in Breck Basinger from the Goldbergs and Bella and the Bulldogs.
That's that ABC show that's all about the 80s stuff.
Yes.
And then the other
one's the Nickelodeon
Yes,
joint.
that is correct. I'm super looking forward to this series. I'm glad that they've got some movement going.
Indeedy.
All right.
Charlie's Angels has begun production and has included another Bosnian in the cast in the form of Jaimin Hansu.
Big fan of Jaimin Hansu, but what the hell is going on with this Bosley situation?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Find out at 11.
Yes.
All right. Next, let's see. Oh, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross to score Watchmen series for HBO. Hells the fuck yeah.
Big fan of both of their works.
Yeah, I don't know about that Watchmen show, but we'll find out.
Apparently the script for the Joker and Harley film has been completed and turned in to Warner Brothers.
I heard it was like a mix of Bad Santa and This Is Us. Can someone please get me a vomit disposal bag?
Yes.
Mostly for the This Is Us.
Oh, yeesh.
Ugh, I can't, like... Okay, I'll keep this short, but, like, holy shit. Every trailer I see for that show, it's just like, tug on your heartstrings a little harder. The show. Like, oh, God, it just makes me mad.
Ugh.
Just makes me want to watch, like, Rambo.
Yes.
It's like, I want to watch something unwholesome and angry.
Speaking of unwholesome and angry, Eli Roth's documentary, A History of Horror, has been revealed.
It's set to be on AMC.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Later this month. When is it?
I don't know.
I think it's the 14th. I'll keep him talking. Anyway, yeah, it's supposed to have, like...
Yes.
It's supposed to have Stephen King and some other people.
Does it have John Carpenter in it?
I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to be sort of like a look back at horror movies.
October 11th.
Yeah. Okay, there now I can stop talking. October 11th.
Yes.
It's going to have Stephen King. Okay, cool. Let's see what's next. Galveston trailer. Out in theaters October 19th.
Looks okay.
Looks pretty good.
Like Ben Foster.
It kind of like he looks like he's playing the same character from Hell or High Water.
Yeah. Which is a good character. But
Yeah. Elle Fanning's in it.
Yeah, she is. Directed by Melanie Laurent, who was in Operation Finale and Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, looks good.
All right, cool.
All right.
Bruce Dern to take the role of George Spahn in Once Upon a Time. Fucking Jesus. Sorry. In Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was the role that was once occupied by the late, great Burt Reynolds. I'm fine with it. I mean, they didn't film any of Burt Reynolds' stuff, and Bruce Dern is as legendary of an actor as Burt Reynolds, I'd say, or close.
I'm gonna have, well, at least in my experience, one played Smokey and the Bandit, and one
true.
One is also a fine actor.
Yes, Bruce Dern is good.
Yeah.
From Kenilworth, Illinois, in fact.
Really?
Yes.
Cool. Anyway, moving right along.
Rambo 5's first images have been revealed. This comes courtesy of the guy who made Get the Gringo. I don't know his name, but we got Rambo on a horse.
We've said it on another episode.
Yeah, go watch that fucking episode.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah, go watch our fucking episodes. If we call you names, that'll make you like us, right?
Yes. That'll make
Dickheads.
that'll make you do what we want.
Yeah, you sons of...
That's how human relationships work, right?
Yeah. Anyway.
Rambo's on a horse, Alex. He's got a cowboy hat on.
He's a rancher in Arizona, and some family friends have had their granddaughter kidnapped, and he's got to go to Mexico to go get her.
Sounds like an adventure.
I can't fucking wait. He better be on horseback and have some 6-shooters.
Oh, yeah? Oh, man. That would be some pretty dope
Alright.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, let's not get too excited about this, because we have zero footage.
The director's name is Adrian Grunberg, by the way.
Adrian Grunberg, that's the guy.
In case you're wondering.
In case you're wondering.
Will be nice.
This sounds pretty rad. I mean, I like the image. It's just like, it's Rambo on a horse.
Yeah, what else is there to say?
I fucks with it. Looks good. Fourth one was awesome, so we've got something to go off of.
Indeed.
All right. Let's see what's next. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is out now, and the trailer looked pretty cool.
It did.
It looked like a more directly action-oriented Assassin's Creed game. It's in ancient Greece, correct?
Yes, it looks a little bit like what I wanted the Clash of the Titans movie with Sam Worthington to be.
Yeah, you got some Sparta kicking and
Gorgons and shit.
Yeah, exactly. They got the mythology and mixed with the real history.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Slightly off topic. I was watching this thing on like the Rogan podcast, and they were saying like in the Assassin's Creed Origins game that came out last year, you could do this mode where it's basically you're just learning like about real history.
Neat.
You walk around or some shit.
That's fun.
They're saying like this could teach the children's.
Yeah.
You know, it could.
That it could.
Fuck you guys for not making it when I was like.
All we had was Carmen Sandiego, which was rad.
Ooh, you know what? Never mind.
Fuck these
I'd like
kids.
I'd like to recant that fuck you to the game makers and say, yeah, eat shit, new kids. we had Carmen Sandiego. That's where I learned what toe-headed mean.
Yeah.
He's a toe-headed fella.
Yeah.
You know, someone stole the steps to the tango. that shit was serious.
God, my favorite was the one where
Jesus Christ, I want to play that game now.
I remember when they mixed up all of Beethoven's pages for his symphonies, and he had to like sort them all back together and shit.
Oh, that sounds like a different game than the one I had.
But this was Where in Time.
Oh, I didn't.
Where
didn't
in the
have that
World
one.
were you thinking of?
Where in the World. Anyway, moving along, because this is speed round. Gareth Evans says Raid 3 isn't likely, or basically he said it's not happening / unlikely. And honestly, I'm kind of, I think 2 is enough. Because from 3, it sounds like, what the fuck? This would need some serious rewrites. 3 had an idea in which involved the Yakuza and the Jakarta mob characters from the last one, and wouldn't have featured Rama, played by Iko Uwais, as the main character. So that right there, it's like, fuck that, I'm not down with that. So it's not happening. You know what? It's fine. Sometimes you make one sequel and that's enough.
Indeed.
I'd rather he quits while he's ahead than makes like 20 where only the first 2 are good. So I'm glad we got the first 2. They're both fantastic.
And we're looking forward to Apostle later this month.
Yes, if you haven't heard about it, check out the trailer for Apostle, his next movie. And if in terms of action fans, you've been living under a rock, check out Raid 1 and 2. They are fantastic films. They are martial arts mayhem at its finest.
Speaking of strong, bloody violence, moving on. Mel Gibson is set to direct a remake of Sam Peckinpah's classic western, The Wild Bunch.
Wild Bunch is a totally rad movie, and guess what? You waited a long time to remake it,
Yes.
So...
And you have a director that probably could follow in the footsteps of someone as twisted and violent as Sam Peckinpah.
Exactly, so it's not like... You know that movie that came out 20 years ago that, like, people who call into, like, AM radio talk about sometimes?
Right.
Let's make another one of those. This is like, hey, I've got a good idea. You know that movie that, like, people, like, know, but, like, it's been a long enough fucking time. Like, we've given it, 50 years breathing room or whatever.
Right.
Yes, let's do that. I can get behind this. Anyway, moving along, we got some Hellboy posters. Hellboy, of course, is being released on April 12th. The posters look pretty awesome, and despite the fact that no one's been talking about this really, if the movies are as good as the posters, it'll turn out pretty rad.
I think so.
All right.
And then finally, Cary Joji Fukunaga has been confirmed as the director of Bond 25 to replace Danny Boyle. The movie is set to come out February 14th, 2020. He, of course, has directed movies like Sin Nombre, Jane Eyre, Beasts of No Nation. He also did the first season of True Detective.
But more importantly, he did Sin Nombre, which is an excellent movie.
Yes, I need to see it.
If you haven't seen Sin Nombre, people, check it out. It's fantastic. Also, thank you for skipping over the fact that I totally put The Raid Isn't Happening twice.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's okay.
All right, so I guess...
Is that it for Speed Round?
That's it for Speed Round. You got any off-topic shits to say?
No, I'm excited for Venom. I hope they mess up the movie. I hope they mess Venom up really fucking bad. You know what? Let's go.
This is like the thing though, and I kind of wanted to mention this actually while we were talking about the Chucky remake. So the guy who's writing the Child's Play remake, he wrote Kung Fury.
Yeah.
I watched that and like Kung Fury sucks, and it's like, oh, it's supposed to, but
He also wrote a bunch of games.
yeah, but like my problem with Kung Fury is like it's trying too hard to be so good it's bad.
Right.
When really there's only two ways that works. You either have a ridiculous idea and you just throw caution to the wind, or you really think you have a great idea and it's like you're crazy. Mm-hmm. You know, like
You Tommy Wiseau it.
yeah, exactly. It's like there's Tommy Wiseau and then there's like Batman and Robin, where it's like I don't think they thought they were making like great cinema, but like
Sometimes I can't tell.
well, but like you get what I mean. It's not like they're like, let's make something that sucks.
Yeah.
Like let's make something that's so good it's bad. Like tacky. It's like you can't go in like with that intention.
Yeah. You can just picture Joel Schumacher saying like, now Chris, when you tell her rubber lips are immune to your charms, you've really, really pulled one over on her, okay? You're really relishing in this moment.
I just imagine like Martin Scorsese. Now, when you're making these ice puns, just remember it's like you're a man who's like so obsessed with ice. It's practically your life.
You're using this to cover up your crippling guilt in your wife.
You love this. Yeah, you love this so much that it's like you hired fucking hockey players. You know the fucking the Coyotes had a pretty shitty season, so you're just like, hey guys, I got a gig that pays more.
It's like a hockey team from hell. Fucking movie.
Except if they're a hockey team from hell, where the fuck are they going to practice?
And
There's
also,
no ice.
if they're a hockey team from hell, where are their Blues jerseys? Am I right?
Yeah, aha. That's pretty funny.
Kidding.
No, actually, they'd be wearing Flyers jerseys. Or maybe they'd be wearing the Chiefs jerseys from Slapshot.
Perhaps.
You know, channeling their inner Hanson brothers.
Yeah. Anyway, that does it for this 27th episode of Bonus Features with Alex and Robert. Thank you all so much for listening, and be sure to check us out on all of our social media accounts. That includes Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, where we're located, self-titled as Bonus Features with Alex and Robert.
Have you guys ever seen Tron? I've never seen it.
Seen the second Tron?
The parts of it on TV. Interestingly enough, I've seen parts of the new one, but not the first.
Have you seen any of the first? Like, even like
No,
pictures?
like,
or?
well, yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh, it's interesting. Not great,
Should
but
I-
not horrible.
Yeah, it's just I hear a lot of stuff about Tron.
It's very weird.
Anyway, I'm definitely gonna watch the Puppet Master series.
Yeah.
If you got, well, it's October. Tell us your favorite horror movies. If you want us to review them, if we haven't seen them, we might get around to it.
Some bad ones. Give us some bad ones.
Yeah, give us some terrible ones, like some Chopping Mall,
Oh, jeez.
or like if you got them, tell us, like Troll 2 stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for listening. See you guys next time.